Hello everyone. Hey. Yeah, so there are lots of excitement in the chat box, right? So we are finally starting with the hack mole. We have one mole with us. So let's do a quick round of introductions. So I'm Anubhav Gupta. I'm currently in third year of IT at NIT Jalandhar, and I'm currently working as a software intern at Right Sonic. We have one mole. Over to one mole. Hey, Anmol.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Anmol Virti. I'm a pre-final year computer science engineering student here at NIT Jalandhar, and I'm into DevOps and cloud. Okay, over to you, Nas.
Hello everyone, my name is Naz. I'm currently pursuing BTech from NIT Jalandhar. I am also core team member of DSC and I am also in cloud and IoT.
Yes, so let's get started, right? So we have been waiting for Hackmol since November. Maybe we are in preparation and we went through all the month of learning. And finally, yeah, we are here, right? So I hope the slides are visible. We won't bore you, but what we are going to do is like it's an opening ceremony for Hackmol, right? So the today's outline will be we'll be having an introduction, how and why we are doing this Hackmol and stuff, and then we have a sponsor from Learn and Build, so they'll present you something from their company, and then we'll discuss the schedule and what are the features and what are the process of essentially going through the hackathon, and then some rules on ethical conduct for the hackathon, and yeah, so some tips and tricks from us essentially to ace the hackathons, like what you can do and what you can avoid for making a prototype in such a short time. And then we'll commence the ideation phase for submission of ppts, and yeah, so the hackathon starts after this call, right? So DSC NIT Jalandhar was established 3 years ago by Arsh Goel. So you must be knowing Arsh sir. He's quite active over LinkedIn, right? So he was the one who established DSC NIT Jalandhar at here. So we have been doing Hackmol three since 3 years. So our fundamental ideology is when a student enters from school to a college, right? So the college infrastructure and the college curriculum is not built in such a way that the student has some technical growth. So what we thought uniquely to start a month of learning essentially. So initially we called it week of learning, and what we did was we introduced some webinars and talks in which we teach you all the technical domains, right? Web development, be it Android development in Android study jams, be it IoT, and be it cloud. Like Anmol is a cloud and DevOps expert, right? So we introduce all these things because in the first year you are studying core subjects and you are away from technology, and there is a vacuum in the college infrastructure and college curriculum that has to be filled. So we took an initiative and started this month of learning thing, and we are growing since then. And right, so this is the the month of learning essentially. So whatever you have learned in the last 2 months learning, be it web development, be it Android, be it IoT, you get a chance to implement and win prizes. So that's what is all about DSE and HackMol. So now I would like to invite Soumya. Soumya is from Learn and Build, and she'll like have a few words with us for the sponsorship words, right? Hey Soumya,
Hello
over to you.
everyone. Hello everyone. I'm from Learn and Build. My name is Soumya Patel and I'm the business strategy expert of Learn and Build. So today I'm here to provide you that what exactly Learn and Build and what are we providing you all from our organization. So we are a tech learning vertical by Techinist, and we are furthering our 10 years of strong legacy and training over 200K candidates from 300 plus premium institutes like IITs and NITs. You have seen it, and our aim is basically building technical education accessible to learners across the country. Basically, the LNB works according to the core stone by budding technocrats and stepping stones for working professionals, enabling India with the technology creators. The basic idea behind Learn and Build is to inspire learners to learn and build their own ideas from scratch after completing the course. Hello.
Yeah, you are audible. So thank you for your kind words. Hello. So we are back to track. Yep. So Let me get Anmol to the stage. So let's move forward. We have Yukta. Just a second. Hey Yukta, hope you are audible. You can unmute yourself now. Hello.
Hi. Hello, good evening.
Probably
Hey,
Soumya had
hey,
some
hey.
good
Actually,
evening.
there is
So
some issue maybe
yeah,
from the connection side. I'm so sorry. I will start
yeah,
again. Sorry for the delay.
no issues.
So we are
Sure,
Learn and
sure.
Build, and we are a tech learning vertical by Techiness Private Limited, furthering our 10 years of experience and legacy, training over 200K candidates and from 300 plus premium institutes like IITs and NITs. And now we are part of NIT Jalandhar as well. LB aims at making quality technical education accessible to learners across the country. The basic idea behind Learn and Build is to make the learners learn from scratch and make their own ideas possible.
So I'm afraid she again lost her connection. So in this virtual world, this connection game is a new normal. So the same way you are brushing your teeth, you are making excuses for connection. So this is a new normal in this virtual domain. Uh, hey Yukta, do you have something to share? Meanwhile, Soumya joins us back. Hello. So I think we can move forward. Yes. So the schedule for the hackathon goes as we are having this opening ceremony right now, started at 6 p.m. sharp, and the idea submission will start from 7 p.m. Just after the call ends, and we'll roll out a form essentially for PPT submissions. And every team is required to submit a PPT in a template that we share. So there is no judgment on how you design the PPT because we are already providing you designs, and you just have to put your idea in there and submit the PPT so that we can evaluate the idea essentially. So the basic crux of the idea and the way you solve that problem is something that we judge, right? So we'll having the PPT submission starting now, and till tomorrow 10 a.m. there will be the deadline for PPT submissions. And once the PPTs are submitted, our our mentors and experts will evaluate those PPTs. And we do have some web domains, like you, if you're building a website, like for example you are building a personal portfolio or a static website, and you wish to host that website. So we have arranged around 100 domains. So if you are interested in getting a domain, you can fill the form. There will be a column in the PPT submission form, and you can fill that and find get a domain arranged for showcasing your project or for your personal uses, right? So we'll accept submissions for the coding phase. And uh, 12 noon will be something like right now everyone, you all have your teams in review, so we'll accept everyone 11 a.m. tomorrow, and the coding phase will begin at 12 noon sharp. So the 36 hours of hackathon is comprising of 12. It will start from tomorrow 12 noon and go till 27th midnight, right? So what we are going to do, just a minute. Uh, I think like Anmol can carry on right now with the schedule.
Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, so we are Naz, are we on day 3 right now?
Yes, we are after prototype phase. We have to discuss about prototype
Okay,
phase.
okay. So like the first day is the opening ceremony and the start of the ideation phase, and then like we'll be submitting PPTs in a particular format, and then
Yes.
we have a deadline for PPT submission that will be followed by that will be followed by like the coding phase, and
Yeah.
then we'll be having mentor evaluations. Like it will go like parallel to the coding phase, and like at least like we'll be having one-to-one sessions like of the teams and the mentors, and like at least one of your members, like one member out of your teams should be like present in the call with the mentors to like discuss your doubts and as well as like discuss all your ideas. Okay, like what all are you planning to do, and that will be followed by just a second. I think my screen is stuck or something.
Yeah, so that will be that will go parallel to the coding phase, and if your team fails to come in the mentor session and mentor evaluation, so you will be disqualified. So this is something that you have to keep in mind. Mentors will be
Yeah.
available, and we'll release a list of all the mentors assigned to all the teams by tomorrow, maybe tomorrow midnight, and the day after tomorrow will be the mentor evaluation. So you will have to be in sync with mentors to get yourself in contact, right? So make sure you do not get disqualified because of this tiny reason, right? Moving forward, so the final submissions will be submitted in the midnight from 27th to 28th midnight, and we'll go through the submissions. We'll do some screening and plagiarism check, and we'll announce finalists. And finalists will be invited to the closing ceremony. So just the way we are having this opening ceremony, we'll have a closing ceremony on 28th February in the evening, right? And we have some super cool judges. Some is working at Microsoft, some is a Googler, and a person has junior Nobel Prize. So all the judges, it will be a fun interaction. It will be a great opportunity for you to learn from them, like how they are building their careers, how they are making startups and generating employment throughout the country, uh, how they are leading the tech domains essentially. So we'll be having a final closing ceremony and a note of thanks for all the team members and all the participants who worked really hard to take the event through and make it possible. So we have some rules and ethical conduct. So we hope that ethical decency is maintained step of the at every step of the program. So there is no abusive language or no bad words at Discord. And so you'll have to accept the uh, decision and paradigm, whatever the outcome comes from the event, right? So don't feel dejected after that and start spamming Discord like we had some issues last year. We'll release all the code in the public domain. So we'll be sharing all the last year's submissions as well for your ideas. You can take some inspiration, take some idea like how the things work and how things were implemented last year, and we'll share that, and we'll share this year's also. And in the meanwhile, when the submission phase is ending and the evaluations are ongoing, if you want to flag anyone, right, if you want to flag anyone's sub project because it's plagiarized or it's copied from GitHub, you can do. But if that turns out to be false, then we'll have some retrospective actions against you also. So you can keep an eye around that. So coming to the submission guidelines, the final submission. So we have two submissions essentially. One is the PPT submission that we'll be starting right now in like 45 minutes after this call ends, and then we have final submissions. So in final submissions, what we expect is, if you are going through code phase, so you will be submitting a public GitHub repository that holds all the code, and that has a well structured README. So I think we are going to have a GitHub session today, probably at 10. Uh, let's see if we can do it. So we'll be discussing how to build a good README and some other hacks to paste through hackathons. So a public GitHub repository is the must. Then README should have team name and details of all the members and a video embed. So what we expect in a video embed is, you should not go for anything that includes like you are editing it, you are adding some After Effects and stuff. Just share your screen and show us how your product is working. So how your solution is working and solving a real world problem. That's what we expect. So it can be a single screen record, or it can be multiple screen records that are combined together, but we do not encourage essentially some fancy editing, right? Because that will take your time and eat up resources, instead of working on the real idea or solving a problem. Uh, you are going for video editing and stuff, so that is not that encouraged by us. So README should have ideas and solution details and live links if you are hosting your project on any free services. And for the video submission, we have a maximum limit of 5 minutes. So you can prefer making a loom. We'll just discuss how to make a loom video, and in after this section. And there should be nothing fancy, no editing, as I have already said. And one more thing, essentially, if you are eligible for any tracks, so you should mention in the readme also, like we are applying for a particular track, because we have many track prices at listed at our website, and you can like take that track. So moving forward, uh, make sure you go through the submission guidelines once before you submit the project finally, because if you miss something like that, it can affect negatively to your profile. So yeah, so this was really great meme. We all loved it, and we loved it and had some introspection around us. So this is the first giveaway. Lucifer hashtag 7242. Lucifer can DM me or any other organizer at Discord, and we'll be happy to give away him some swags and Microsoft 365 key. And I hope Soumya is back. So I hope they have their internet connection fixed. So let's listen what they were saying, and then we'll proceed. Hey
Hi,
Soumya,
hi,
I,
hi.
I hope
I
like
am so
yeah,
sorry again. Uh,
yep, no issues.
I was listening to your conversation, but I will move on with mine. I think I have already explained that who we are right now, and what is a big idea is basically to make the learners learn from scratch after completing the course. We did not simply want our students to understand the technologies, but we want them to put their application in solving real world problems so that they can establish product solution or become a technology creator at the same time. So, our offerings for all the students and our part of the programs we give to the students is in the four stages, that is the pre learning, the booster, the nucleus, and the aspire program. The pre learning program is provided to all the students, and it is a basic program that focuses on the fundamental of the technology. That is, it clears the basics of the technology. And for all the students out there in your college, we have provided it free of cost. And for that, we have given a code which I'll be forwarding in the chat box at the same time, and I'll be providing to you people. And you can get that course and enroll in that. The courses involved in this cases are the Python programming courses, the Docker for beginning, C programming, Linux A to Z, deployment of machine learning models. So you all can get that course free of cost by just going to a Learn and Build app, enrolling yourself, and start learning. I will be giving you the same in the chat box. Moreover, in the pre learning courses, you will be getting the practical learning through projects, assessments, and assignments, 2 months of self paced learning, pre recorded sessions so that you can easily get through it whenever you get your time, get mentor assistance within 24 hours, industry recognized certificates. Moving on to the booster course, if we say the booster course is programmed in such a way that it will give you a advanced knowledge of the technologies we are offering. That has many in that: artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, and many more. You will be going to the platform and you will be getting out that what all other technologies are there which you can be a part of. In this, you will be getting practical learning in the projects. The projects are just not the simple projects, they are based on the industry experience and learning, the doubt sessions, letter of recommendation, and industry recognized LNB certificate. Then we move on to the nucleus course, and the nucleus course is a 6 month curriculum that allows you for the in-depth understanding from the basic to the advanced. And in all that, you be the internship ready. We even provide you an internship offer at the same time if you be that much improved in that particular domain. Now we come to our aspire course, and aspire course is designed in such a way so that the people can get 100% placement opportunity. They will be placed, and that is a promise for our side if you guys are even focused. In that case, we have 100 plus hiring partners, and that hiring partners will be giving you a 6 months of after the 6 months of training. You will be getting in touch with the hiring partner, sitting for your placement, and then you will be getting placed. So this is the greatest opportunity we are giving all the students, because nowadays we see there is a lack of education plus the placement opportunities to the students. So we would be glad that if you all can go through the app and get more of knowledge about this. I'll be providing you the link for the same, and then you can join in for the free learning course, and plus you can go on to check all the other programs as well. So this was it from my side. I would just be providing you the links,
Yeah,
and Gupta from my team has
sure.
provided the link in the chat box. You all can go through it, and the free courses, the code will be always provided.
Sure, sure. So let me just drop the link in the chat box and show it on the screen also. Just go to Play Store and try this cool app out. Learn to build, and yeah,
Okay, thank you.
thank you, Soumya. So let's move forward. I'll invite Shikhar. Shikhar is our Android lead. He's the best person I know in in terms of hackathons. Yeah, so he's the solution Google Solution Challenge finalist, and he can share some views about Solution Challenge and how you can move forward with hackathons from starting from Hackmol and moving and building a career about in technology using hackathons. Right. So a lot of companies host hackathons for their hiring drives, and they have some big fat amount of prizes also. So Shikhar can brief you better. Over to Shikhar. Hello. Yeah.
Sure, Abhinav. Anubhav, sorry.
Yeah.
Thanks for introduction. So basically, for what before we start participating in hackathons, we should know what actually a hackathon stands for. Because the best thing that I think personally that we at NITJ are doing is that we are having a separate track for first year students as well. So this kind of enables the first year students to compete within their own range. Because I remember when I was in my first year, I had to compete with my seniors and everybody. So, like, I had no chance to win at all. But this time, since we are having different tracks for both freshers as well as the seniors, that is the second year, third year, and the final year, this kind of provides everybody an equal opportunity to come up with a project and then have a best shot at winning the hackathon. So. Before answering the question how to ace hackathons, as I previously mentioned, we should know what actually stands for a hackathon. So basically, hackathon is like a competition where we need to build a project or whatever we are asked to. It might be a hackathon where we need to build a prototype, or it might be an ideathon where we just need to submit our idea. So if we talk about HackMol 3.0, so here, as already Anmol and Naz and Anubhav might have told you, that we need to we are asking you to submit a project presentation about what your problem statement should be, what your solution is, what problem you are actually trying to solve, and what is your solution, what is your perspective towards that problem, how will you achieve it, using what technologies, and what can be the future scope and the future applications of that particular solution of yours. So as we know that the major thing before starting to build a project is identifying a problem. Like you cannot make an app on anything. That this particular app is not on Play Store, so I would make it. That particular app should solve any problem. As Anubhav mentioned about the Google Solution Challenge, so what theme we have at Google Solution Challenge is like they provide us 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which may include health, lifestyle, and then diversity, poverty, and a lot many things that you can think of. So these are the problems that people are facing. Like suppose you visit a rural area and you find that a lot of children are very poor and they are not able to access proper healthcare facilities or proper education facilities, or they are hungry, they are not able to find food, or if we talk about the beggars and all. So there you have identified a problem. So you know that okay, these many children are are in India who are actually beggars. Then you go and you need to search on internet. You need to find some stats, how many beggars are India and are in India, and how many of those beggars are from the minor age group, like under 18 or under 16, if we call so. So if you receive those stats and if you look at it, you have already identified the problem. The next step comes where you need to form a solution. Like how are you going to solve that problem? It might be an app, it might be any device, or any simple idea that you can come off. For example, let us on the spot think about an idea that you come up with an app using which people can donate for the education of beggars in India. Let's say the children who are whose families are basically involved in begging, or are belonging to very poor strata of our society, or are living in slums or anything. So you come up with an app which actually solves the problem, where people like us, people who are working, or who are students, or anybody could simply go and donate some amount of their salary or stipend through it, and then that stipend, the total amount collected through that app is used for the education services. That app may also contain free, let's say, video streaming services, or something for the students where they can learn, or some courses or something. So this is how you come up with a solution. Now for making this particular solution, you must be needing some of the technologies, like if you are building an app, you must be needing Android, some knowledge of Android development, or Flutter, or anything. And for enabling these transactions, like people are donating for that particular cause, you might be needing to integrate some payment gateway like Razorpay or something. So these are the tech stack which you need to mention in your PPT. About the tech stack, what technology stack are you using? You may also use architectural diagram or architectural pattern of how your system works exactly. And then we come to the future aspect of the solution. The most important part is, okay, you have created an app and it is able to solve that problem. You also know some users who would be using that, but how would a investor believe you that your idea is scalable? From scalability, I mean that suppose they invest 1 lakh rupees in your idea. So why should they invest their 1 lakh rupees in your idea? Like if I'm investing a lakh rupees in your idea, then I must be expecting now that that idea would fetch me 5 to 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs in future. So how are you so certain that one day your idea would be scalable and it would convert into a big company which would start generating some revenue? Or what might be your future steps? How are you going to scale it? You do not need to go in such detail, but you need to mention some points, like in future how can you improve that particular project. Like right now you are having donations and video streaming and everything. So in future, like you can also invite some mentors on the platform to guide those students, or maybe you can add anything, any feature. You can add machine learning, or you can add anything, so to make it more cool. So these are the four major things that we are asking you to submit in the PPT, and then we would move to the prototype phase, where you would need to design that particular solution and present it in front of it. The more working your prototype is, the more possibility of you winning the hackathon increases. So try completing the project, and then we would move to the judgment phase. So yeah.
Yep. So one more thing, in hackathons, what you can do is, there, if you are trying to implement something and a particular feature, right? So there are multiple online vendors or multiple online startups, we can say, and they have all these things already implemented and to make your stuff easy, right? So like you are building some forms at your website, and instead of building forms, you can directly use a Google form or a reform. A reform is something similar to Google form. Or if you are documenting, you can use something like a tango.us or stuff. So you can explore more products, like how these products are made, and they are saving you a lot of time and effort. So instead of spending more time on implementing basic things that are already available in the market, you can reinforce that time to polish your idea essentially. So that's how you can save time and direct your bandwidth to a particular thing that needs more attention instead of the basic things, right? So thank you everyone. I hope we have covered all the things that we wanted to. And do drop your questions in the chat box and at the Discord. The team will be really glad to help you out. So
Anubhav, I want to
yeah,
add something. So
yeah, sure.
guys, if you are making PPT, make sure you are making in a right way, like make it in a presentable way, because your PPT and video is the first impression of your project. while judging, we will also looking forward to your PPT and video. So we don't know about your idea, so make sure you are like presenting the idea in your correct way. So like if you are even planning to make an app, so make sure you add some like pictures or maybe any highlighted words in your PPT, so that we can like get the idea quickly, because we have to review 100 of ideas in a single day. So and might we might like got confused in your idea or in your presentation skills. So make sure you make PPT in like correct way or in like
Yeah.
presentable way. Thank you, Anubhav.
Yep. So we are sending the Google form for submitting the PPT right now, and you can submit it by tomorrow morning 10 a.m. So do submit the PPT on time, and do select that do you need a domain or you are from Freshers Track or not. So the choices really make a difference in what you build and how you go through the evaluations. So we'll be sending it in like 5-10 minutes. Thank you all. Thanks for joining. Hey, signing off. Thank you, folks. Thanks, Anmol, Naz, Shikhar.
Thank you, everyone. All the best.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, all the best.
So there are some questions in the chat box. Let's look at them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so simple text in PPT. Yeah, just we are providing your template. It's already on Discord. You can check it out. And yeah, simple text is fine. And what else? Do ask your questions if you have. After that, we'll just end the broadcast.
Okay, so Shiv Rama Krishna Tiwari has a question. Can we host in GitHub pages? So as far as I know, Anubhav,
Yes.
please correct me here. GitHub pages are for hosting static sites only.
Yes.
I'm not wrong. So yeah, you
Yeah.
can use probably Vercel or Heroku or something. And if you guys are building an Android app, you do not need to host it somewhere. Like if you already have a Play Store account, then it is fine. You can release it. But it already it generally takes 1 to 2 days to release the stuff. So there is no need. You can directly make the video of your app, complete a screen recording how your app works, and that would be fine for our judges.
Yeah.
If you have any more
So
questions, please go ahead.
uh, yeah, so there should be only one submission from the team. The team leader should fill the form, right? Uh, so you will have to submit one PPT in accordance with the template that we have shared, Gaurav. Yep. So I hope we are clear with all the questions, and you can always go asynchronously and ask us at Discord. So thank you, folks. Uh, you can edit your team by till 12 midnight. So registrations are open, so you can edit and make some changes if you want. Beastmaster. Yep.
And stay active on Discord, because we have lot
Yeah.
of giveaways in between the hackathon.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.